Well, surprise, surprise, because Apple's most expensive Christmas gift is here without discounts. As yes, Apple just announced the new AirPods Max with a very max price tag because Apple. We have some new in real life images of the Galaxy S21 series along with some confirmation of what things we're not getting with it. And Google is apparently working on a new Pixel device, but it gets kind of confusing. I'm Jaime Rivera, and don't you just love it when probably somebody told you, yeah, whenever the new AirPods are coming out, that's going to be your birthday gift, and then they see the price tag and are like, whoa. This is Pocketnow Daily, sponsored by Kambani. Stick around to learn how you can organize your task in a much better way and for free. The official news today begin with deals, and we can actually start with iPad deals because you really haven't heard any of us talking about those recently, have you? Starting with the 10.2-inch iPad, which is $30 off. That leaves the entry-level model for $299, but if you want more storage, the 128GB storage variant is $34 off, leaving it at $396, which is still pretty good if you consider it. The latest iPad Air is also $50 off, leaving the Wi-Fi only 256GB of storage model for $699. The latest OnePlus 8 Pro is $200 off. That leaves the 12GB of RAM and 256GB of storage variant for $799, and you get all the bells and whistles. The 7T Pro 5G McLaren edition is $370 off from its original price tag, leaving it at $590, but you got to use a $30 coupon to get the full discount. Now, if you're looking for Samsung trade-in deals, well, they are still available. We'll leave them in the description, but to recap, you can get devices like the Galaxy Note 20 for $450 or the Ultra for $750 with an eligible device for trade-in. We have more deals on OnePlus phones and even Surface laptops in the links in the description. All right, let's talk Pixel. Late last week, we had some developments and leaks that we found a little confusing and weird, so we actually decided to give it a little time and just see if it held. It looks like Google has been working on another phone to follow up their latest release. SlashLeaks posted some pictures of this device, which is reportedly being called the Pixel XE. This seems to be a sample of the real thing, but apparently it will bring features like dual SIM capabilities, NFC, and some decently large bezels on the sides of the display. Now, an interesting change is that the punch hole is placed in the center of the display, and you can see that the volume buttons are on the right side of the device. The thing about it is we don't know when to expect this device since the recent Pixels weren't announced too long ago. We also don't know if this would be above the Pixel 4a in terms of price. We'll see what Google offers because it, again, doesn't really sound like what Google usually does, but neither is anything that they've done this year. Still, it could just be a Pixel for emerging markets because they've never really been affordable outside the United States. Now, how about if we talk about ASUS as, well, the ROG Phone 3 was launched in July, so it only makes sense that as we're getting close to the next year and for a summer launch, we should start hearing about the successor. Well, the ROG Phone 5, yes, the 5, not the 4, just got spotted on Geekbench, showing off the new model, number, and some specifications. The variant that went through the benchmarks is reportedly rocking a new Snapdragon 888, which explains the Lahaina codename mentioned, 8 gigs of RAM, and Android 11, and well, the score was 1081 in single core and 3584 in multi-core tests. Sadly, it is kind of too early to speculate what is it that we're getting here, but we do hope that this is the entry-level variant and that we get something crazy like a 16 gigs of RAM variant, you know, for science purposes. Now, it follows on the footsteps of its predecessor, at least when it comes to the date. Stay tuned for around July. We'll see how that goes, because again, I mean, the specs, hey? Now, how about if we move the spotlight over to Samsung, as we've actually got two segments. There's just too much to cover. One of them is good, actually, and let's begin with that. A few days ago, we covered some renders of the Galaxy Buds Pro in the OG purple color variant, showing off the new design. Well, now we have some more renders from Evan Blass showing off the new silver finish that looks pretty hot. And again, to recap, the Buds Pro should launch with the Galaxy S21 series, rocking pretty much the same design as the Buds Plus, but with a case that looks like the Galaxy Buds Live. And the rumors suggest that what would make them pros is they will most likely include active noise cancellation. And we also hope that it's better than the one on the Buds Live, as these would provide more of a seal. The other pro features is an improved ambient mode and, of course, a richer listening experience. Now, we still don't have information on the price tag, but at least Samsung is known for getting these prices right, better than other companies that we're about to talk about, so stay tuned for that. And yes, sticking with Samsung, let's discuss the other interesting news that we've got in addition to another hilarious portion of this segment, because yeah. Well, starting with the good, a guy on YouTube posted a video where you can see real images of the phone, and he goes into detail about the cameras. According to trusted sources, the Ultra is bringing a main 108 megapixel sensor, a 12 megapixel ultra wide, and 10 times 10 megapixel optical telephoto, in addition to also bringing another 10 megapixel 3x telephoto, and apparently that other mysterious sensor we saw is laser autofocus. The video also shows the S21 Plus, which we're expecting to bring a simpler triple camera array of a 12 megapixel main sensor, a 12 megapixel ultra wide, and a 64 megapixel telephoto. Now, from these images, the Ultra's hump looks huge, but this is a new design. You can tell that they protrude way less than what we currently have with the previous Ultras. But okay, let's move on to the hilarious part of the day, because back in October we got the iPhones and Samsung mocked Apple on Facebook for dropping the chargers, and well, the new regulation documentation in Brazil for the Galaxy S21 series shows that they will not be sold with a power brick or headphones. So yeah, I mean, when you see Samsung using advertisement that makes fun of companies like Apple, you'd assume that they would take a little time. I mean, they did so with the headphone jack, probably for what, 2 years? But well, this time they're not waiting around. Today's episode of the Pocketnow Daily is sponsored by Kanban. This is an advanced task planner that's privacy-centric and encrypted. It follows the Japanese Kanban task management philosophy, which helps you improve your ability to deliver. It's powerful enough to help you replace multiple services like Asana, Evernote, and even your calendar. Its smoother user interface is optimized for you to visualize your tasks, what's in progress, what's delivered, and are all oriented in note-taking, and yes, it works both online and offline. I've been using the Kanban system for nearly a decade. It is crazy good, and now that you can get it on your phone and for free, it makes it even better. Follow the first link in the description below to learn more about why Kanban is right for you. And finally, the hottest news today have to do with Apple and the fact that yes, they have just unveiled their new AirPods Max, and even if they're a pair of headphones, there's actually a lot of ground to cover. Last week we talked about how Apple was preparing a mysterious and silent release for today, and the tipsters were going at it over what we were supposed to be getting, and it turned out to be the AirPods Max, which are good for the winter, I guess. Alright, the key features for these over-the-ear AirPods are high-fidelity audio, adaptive EQ options, active noise cancellation, and spatial audio. They are also advertising computational audio thanks to the new H1 chip to deliver you the best quality. They come in 5 different colors, including space gray, which I ordered, silver, sky blue, green, and pink. Apple is marketing that the material is a breathable knit mesh, which spans into the stainless steel headband that distributes weight to reduce on-head pressure. They also claim that the ear cups are acoustically engineered memory foam to create an effective seal, and by the way, they attach magnetically. Their design actually even includes a digital crown for volume control, and they bring 20 hours of battery life with active noise cancellation and spatial audio enabled, and the 5-minute charge gives you 1.5 hours of listening time. Now, apparently, even if you can place them on any side and they can detect and adjust, they do have an indicator for left and right, it seems. But enough with the marketing claims. They are $549. Yes, $549. Did I say $549? I mean, I don't know if they're gonna drive your car or open it or whatever, but yeah, the price tag is definitely crazy. You can get them as of next week, but let us know what you think about AirPods Max in the comments down below, because I'll tell you this much, I trust the audio. I love the AirPods Pro, and well, I ordered them because, of course, science and reviews, but guys, Apple has a VP of acoustics. Like seriously, they have somebody getting paid to listen to music and tell you if it's good or not. A VP of acoustics, like, wow, that's insane. I can't wait to test them out. I still think that it doesn't matter how much they charge. They're probably too overpriced. If they would have said $399, you know, a little over everybody else, I would have been like, okay. But we'll see. Leave us a comment down below. We'd love to know your opinion. Friends, again, if you want to get the news earlier, follow us on Pocketnow.com and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this one. Also, follow us on social medias. Our extended coverage happens on Instagram, and follow me on my personal handles to see me, well, empty my wallet. Please give this video a thumbs up if you like what you saw. I'm Jaime Rivera. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you tomorrow.